It's Monday. I know. Can you guys believe it? It's Monday again. I don't understand how that happened so fast. Like, we were fine. It was a long weekend. And then the weekend just went. And my hair is like sticking up. I don't care. It's the I don't care hair day. Anyway, how are you guys? It's Monday. I got some little Calypso steel drum music going. You know what we're going to do today? We're going to stay in the house. You want to know why? It's like 85 degrees out, which is okay. Hi, Ambrose. I mean, that's not bad. Hi, Lori. Lori, did you get my message? Lori, tell me you got my message. Hi, Waltmoney. How are you doing? Hope everybody's staying cool on this Monday. It's a little heated out there. But, yeah, 85 degrees. They say it feels like 89, which means it's 90. Doing your job well first to begin again. Yes. I am doing my job again. Hi, Phyllis. Yeah, Lori, apparently Facebook was... Say, you got it? Okay, it was crazy. I have never seen this thing, and I never get notifications like that. So apparently Facebook was holding a bunch of posts from members because, I don't know, they thought that they were too racy. Like, one of our members, Kimberly, had posted a beer, and it said Moby Dick. Apparently, YouTube thought the word Moby Dick was offensive. And I was to go through them all. And I'm like, oh my, stop it. Hi, Szabados. It was ridiculous. So that's probably what's been happening, Lori. I have no idea why. Some of them didn't even make sense. So I was just like, okay, whatever's whatever. We're moving on. I think it's fine. I just got to remember now that I have to check that. Good God. But today, you know what today is? Today, well, one, we're going to give away memberships. So everybody remind me to give away the damn memberships. I have 10 memberships to give away. But today is cruise check-in day. Yo. Now, I know I don't go on the cruise till July 21st, 2 weeks from today. But 2 weeks out, usually that's when you can start doing your check-in online. Good morning, Darlene. I know. Everybody's back to work. We're all so sad today. Today seems like that. That's one more example why I haven't used. I know, Lori Sue, Facebook makes me, all these apps make me crazy. I love social media. I feel like it's a great way that we connect. And by the way, I'm not wearing black today. How many of you are in shock? But for real, they do make me a little nuts. But yeah, like I was saying, today is check-in day for my Carnival cruise with my sister on the 21st. And I thought, okay, you know what? It's like, they said the humidity outside is 80%. 80% humidity. I went for my walk this morning, and I got up a little bit later because I was just dog tired. Got up, went for the walk. It was so hot. I took a shower last night, and then I went for my walk this morning. I had to take another shower. I just felt gross. I felt disgusting. So, for those that have to work outside and they're not in air conditioning, but you're in the hot humidity, I am sending you peace and cool breezes, please. Give yourself another iced tea. Go get yourself a Slurpee. Get yourself something that you can cool off with. In fact, I know I said it's coffee talk, but we're actually going to have like a little bit of a soda or something. You picked a good week to be there on vacation the week. But I know, Darlene, my friend from high school, she came in the week prior to you. A mess. It was a mess for her. So, yeah, I felt bad that she was here during the absolute worst time. So anyway, but today we're going to talk about, cruise check-in. I haven't done it on Carnival in a while, so we might be doing it together. We'll see. Hi, Joseph Q. I know, it was hot enough last week, right? And then talk about some tips, things that I bring on a cruise. Let's just talk about it. If you guys have been on a cruise or thinking about going on a cruise, what are questions that you have? What are some things possibly that you bring? And like every time I've gone, I've always thought of another thing that would be easy to have that would be good to have. And I had a lot of help from a lot of people online. Hi, Arjan. I watch different cruise channels. I know a number of people in here do that as well. And all of them, I mean, I'm going to say, I don't think there's really a, I had to turn this down just a tad because I feel like I'm battling the steel drums. I don't think there's really a bad suggestions. You just got kicked out. Chat happens in vertical, so I missed what you said. I'll go back later. I missed. Okay, no. I'm talking about the cruise, like tips, tricks. If you guys have questions, things like that. There are things that I like to bring. And every cruise line's a little different, so they have different rules. The last two we were on was with MSC, and Joe and I both loved it. We sailed out of Brooklyn. And this one that I'm going on now is with Carnival, and it's on the Venezia, and that one sails out of Manhattan. So that's going to be a little bit of a different thing. He loves sneaking in before him. Hey, Lila, how are you? Hi, Hassan. What did you guys do last night? Last night after the live, well, we did a little bit more hunting around and discovery in Greenpoint because that area has changed. We can talk about that too. But that's what Joe and I were doing. Came home, and honestly, it was so warm and humid. We stayed inside. It was too hot. It was too hot, and when it gets muggy like that in the city, ugh, it's not good. It's not good. But anyway, let's go get something to drink, and then we can sit here and chit-chat. One thing I want to do really quick is update this. Want to make sure I have this in the right thing. Okay, it's on that. Boop. Let's add it to a playlist. Apartment dwelling. Oh, and I also want to put it in cruising. Okay. I like to do that. I like to have it in a playlist so people can find it sometimes. And I want to change this to automatic. Perfect. Alrighty, guys. Now, as people come in here, we will then give away the first 5 memberships, but we're not there quite yet. It was so muggy. Hassan, it was so muggy. Thank you, Timothy. You like my glasses? I know, I change up my glasses all the time. RJ, how are you doing? Okay, Paul, good to see you. Where's the ship? The ship is not here yet. We're 2 weeks out from the cruise. But most cruise lines have you check in prior to going to the terminal. And that's so that you get everything all done. You get your, some people need cabin assignments. Some people don't get their cabin assignments to like a day or so before you get there. Arthur the Whistling Man, hello and welcome in. Your birthday is July 24th. Well, you will be celebrating your birthday while we're on our cruise. Well, I'm on my cruise with my sister. So, but let's get something to drink. As in a soda. I'm not drinking yet. It's a little too warm for me to be drinking. Let's turn the light on. We don't need to be in the dark, but I do need water or soda, actually. Let's see. Are these ready? Oh, they are. As you guys know, I've been having the whole meltdown. By the way, that's my grabbers because I'm so short that I can't grab everything up top. I have been having the biggest meltdown on my husband, the other people that live in my house, my husband and my son, about everybody needs to make the ice. And I put them in these little trays because I want my ice cute, and these are also bigger ice cubes. I just got to train them to make sure that they fill them perfectly up. You know? Little silicone ones. These work perfectly. You just have to have a board that you put them on because they will just, as I have wire racks, they would just plop, plop, plop. But, oh, okay. Lots of ice. And then when it's like this, we got to mix. Can I whistle? I don't whistle. Plus, I don't do stuff on demand usually. But I'm sure you can, as that's your name. Anyway, let's get this going. We'll get some liquid refreshment. Like I said, we went down to yesterday, just recapping yesterday, we went down to Greenpoint, out over there, and Boy, that neighborhood is changing. And that happens all the time. I've always said New York is one of those places. See, now we got to fill it. New York is one of those places that it constantly will change. And you got to visit the neighborhood. You can't like go to a neighborhood once, then go back in a year or 2 years and expect it to be exactly the same. It will not. I guarantee you, it will be completely different. Well, look at all that ice we have. I love when I see the ice like that. To me, that's everything. Do I like tumbler glasses? I do. But I am using my Yeti cup right now because you know why? It keeps it nice and cold. The tumblers that I do like, I think these are called tumblers, aren't they? They're mine. They say Rabbit Rabbit. This one says Juicebox Hero. Those are a couple of my little designs. We also have the one that's, well, that's not the one. That one is from the, that's the other ones I have. But we're going to do a little Dr. Brown's today. Diet Dr. Brown's. I am not adding in rum. It's, oh, it's fizzy. It's fizzy today. It's pretty fizzy. All right. Juice Box Hero is back. Yes, it is. I love the juice box. We may have one of those later. They tend to make me a little warm. I don't know why. I don't know. But I will tell you that our favorite juice box, which is, like I said, I don't get anything from these people. I don't have any sponsorships. It's okay. But is Sunny D. They have come out. Can't find it. Can't find it. Oh my God. Did Joe have a lot of them? What the hell? Okay. So in case anybody wants to know my favorite juice box, it's these Sunny D's. This one is orange, tangy orange. And this one here is orange strawberry Sunny D's. They are a vodka seltzer, okay? They're only like 2 carbs a piece, which in my book is fabulous. Fabulous. And we're gonna grab something to nibble on super quick. I gotta move stuff around. Find them. There they are. We have the cabanossi. So let's cut those up and we'll put them in a bowl so I can have something to nibble on. While we're chatting, a little sausage and cheese to go with my soda. How about that, guys? That sound like a plan? It sounds like one to me. I like to cut them in bite-sized pieces. You like my top, Isabella? Thank you. I feel like this top would be a total Isabella wear. For real. It's linen. And I'm like, I gotta try some other tops. You know. I got other clothes. I sometimes just don't wear them. You know. Marie Bocca, hello. How are you? What is this? I don't know what that is. I have no idea what that is. What is that? I hate when you can't tell. Oh, it's the chicken. I'm like, what is it? Everything's in a box. What's in the box? It's more hot dogs. Okay. I don't know. Maybe Joe ate all the cheese. I have not a clue. We're just going to eat that then. I'm trying. Maybe we'll try some of this mustard. All right. That sounds like a plan. Sounds like a plan. We'll get these. Sound good? All right. Everybody ready? Grab this, grab this. Grab that. Look at. I'm going to carry everything because I am talented. I am a talented mofo. Sunny D and nostalgia. I know. All of us Gen Xers are like, Sunny D? That's like a throwback for us. So let's put you guys down. We'll put this down. We're going to try not to get the mustard on everything. Okay. All right, now we're back. I know, high humidity, no energy, man. None. I feel you. Marie, you ain't lying. Okay, how many people we got in here? We got 58? That seems okay. I don't mind. I'm not squawking about 58. Let's give away 5 memberships. Does everybody have their membership thing on? Do you? Tell me you do. Make sure you go into that. Hi, Jose Flores. Go in, make sure you got your gift settings on so that a membership comes up and it goes to you, then it can go to you. I want to be able to give away to people. All right, here I go. Membership gifting. We're sending 5 now. Are y'all ready? Here we go. All right, I just gifted the 5. Kai Lady Weiser. Angelique Pickett received 1. Michelle Butler. Fafo Sanders. Fafo. I can't with you, Fafo. Fly NYC and Helena 59. All 5 of you have received a free 1-month Yo Club membership. Is my apartment considered old New York? Yeah. My apartment building is over 100 years old. No lie. It really is. I found that out from a real estate agent that used to live here. Hey, Yo Aunt. Hey, Fafo. A real estate agent that used to live here. He let me know. Look, we're going to use these teeny tiny. Is it like this way? I think it's this way is better. Yeah, we got 5 more to gift away. We're going to try the mustard and the cabanossi. Oh, this stuff. I know it's backwards, guys, but whatever. You can flip it around. Is it backwards? Yeah, it is totally backwards. This is good. Wait, if I hit the little camera, what does that do? Oh, no, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I know, he's like Beetlejuice. That's good. It's a horseradish mustard. Oh, that's tasty. But yeah, we're going to talk about cruise check-in, things that I like to bring on a cruise. We'll talk about Greenpoint. I can't invert it. Phoenix, I'm dealing with it by staying inside. Because they said it's like 80% humidity. 80%? Why don't you just make it rain? Yeah, it's a mustard horseradish sauce. And I think, it's kind of funny, so we went to that store. If you guys saw our short, I think this must denote how hot it is. It's only 2 dots. Okay. But Joe was very scared of that place. We'll talk about Greenpoint in a minute. But, okay, so things to bring on the cruise. One of the things I was telling people was, well, first off, we got to check in. I'm not going to do it at the moment. But, you know, when you go on a cruise, one thing that everybody has, every single person on that cruise ship, even if they are a child. Where's the cabanossi at? It's right here. It's cabanossi, and I have mustard. It's my little snack. I don't have any cheese. I think my 2 other big mouses in the houses, Joe and Josh, have eaten all the cheese. Do you know how many bricks of cheese I buy in this house? I go to ShopRite and I will buy 4 bricks of cheese. I don't understand it, but it goes poof, poof, poof. I think Joe just sits there and eats a block of cheese. I don't know. I can't control him in the morning. You know, he has lots of other food, but apparently he wants a giant thing of ricotta, and if he doesn't have it, he eats all the blocks of cheese. You're going to have tuna sandwich for lunch? Ooh, that sounds good. But everybody who gets on a ship gets a cruise card. This is their sail and sign card, okay? Hello, Paolo. Hello and good morning. So you get a cruise card. It's all different for every cruise line. But it's going to, honestly, It's going to have your name on it. It's going to have your cruise ship. It's got a barcode so they can scan it and you can charge things to your room. It's going to tell you where your assembly area is right there. And what that means is, like, if the ship is going down or some stuff is happening, you're eating a block of cheese the size of a car battery. Yeah, that's exactly it. That's where you're supposed to go assemble. It tells you the restaurant that you are supposed to go to for dining. It will tell you what deck it's on and what is your seating time. It will give you all your information. So if people are on the cruise and are like, I don't know what dining room I'm supposed to go to, where is it? It will tell you here, okay? All of that's on your cruise card, okay? It's kind of interesting. It tells you your room number. It tells you everything. It tells you what deck your room is on. Ours was on deck 13, and we were in a room 94610. Hi, OPP. But that's from our last cruise that we were on. Once you get off the cruise ship, that cruise card means nothing. Now, everybody who goes on, like, all the different cruises, you earn loyalty points, and you get as many cruises as you take. 90210, right? That's funny. Your card color may change. You all of a sudden, instead of being blue or in the club, might be gold. You might be platinum. I'm going to tell you, people take their membership level serious. Hi, Danny D. I don't understand why. I mean, yes, this is your life for the entire time. You will take it with you everywhere, okay? You even use it in a casino. You use it everywhere. This is everything. You don't need to bring your wallet. You don't bring cash. You don't bring anything. You can bring cash if you want to tip dollars. If you want to do that, that's fine. Some people will bring some singles so they can tip bartenders. But everything is connected to this, okay? So Josh, being that he's my Mr. Creative, made us some really nice, it's like a Japanese ribbon lanyard, super light, so that we can wear them. I also have a white one, okay? So if I wear white, it goes better than the dark color. So I have two of these, one's white, one's black. You can get these from anywhere. You can use an old lantern you have. But I would suggest, make sure whatever you're using is going to feel nice, because you're probably going to carry it a lot. Now, a lot of people are like, I don't want to carry it around my neck. Fine. Don't carry it around your neck. You want to carry a wallet? Carry a wallet. But it's a lot easier if it's hanging on you. Some people, you can actually get a thing for your wrist. But the thing is, some cruise lines, that thing for your wrist only gets you in your room. You can't charge to it. You can't do a lot of things with it. MSC's that's exactly what it's like. You can't use it. You're going to need this to get on and off the ship, okay? And you can't use your wrist thing to do that. So, this is like your fake little credit card that you got to use. I'm preachy? Robert K., I'm never preachy. I am never preachy. If you want preachy, there's a lot of other channels that are preachy. It ain't me. I'm just telling you. Don't lose your card. You're going to have to go to guest services and get another one. Okay? Plus, when they're charging things, they can see what your picture looks like. That way, nobody else can use it. Next thing I like. These are funny. So, one thing I heard about was getting magnets. I know, I'm using the devil's vertical. Getting magnets for your, for stuff. And the reason why I like these magnets, these are wall magnets or ceiling magnets. Now, I decided to get these. I had a bunch of magnets. And with the hooks like this. And the ones I had were just flat like this. Okay. But Joe left them on the last cruise. He forgot to take them off the wall. So I had to order some new ones. And I saw these, which have like this. Like it can dangle either way. And I thought, well, that's good, because then I can attach them to the ceiling or the wall. You know, whatever. But you know what? And I thought, okay, they had 30-pound weight or they had 60-pound weight. And I thought, well, don't we want the more weight? Right? Right? That's what I would think. Guess what? I did those and I can't get them apart. Okay. I got the 60 pounds to the point of, and I can't, if they were not, I have all these cloths in between because I couldn't pull them apart. How funny is that? Like, girl, you a mess. For real. Joe and I were yanking on them the other day. Yes, they did rare earth magnets. Timothy remembers. Joe was telling me the reason why they're so difficult to pull apart is that they're rare earth. I'm like, what does that mean? Are there diamonds in it? What the hell? I don't know. So now I have to have this cloth on them because he says you're never going to get them off the wall. And I'm like, I don't want to have to leave them. So I have all of these cleaning cloths from Fit2. And I decided, well, we'll just attach these cloths. And I should be able to use them maybe. We'll just keep them attached between, you know, so that I can pull them apart. Now I have 6, but this is what they look like. And I probably will just keep a pair of, a little bit of cloth. Like, look, I can't, like, literally. You literally can't pull them apart. You have to slide them. But these work great because what you do is when you're going out the door or when you're in the thing, you can hang up your thing. Okay? It won't get lost on a countertop. It's hanging by the door, you know, so you always grab it. Now, when you are in the room, somebody's card is going to have to be in the light switch. Most of them have these little light switches where you have to drop your card in. Now, some people will say you can use any card. Not on all cruise lines. On some cruise lines, you can't use any card. You literally have to use your cruise card. So, FYI, remember that. Private, no, I won't do that with the cruise card because I need that. I'm discussing cruise cards. But these work great because you can hang up a bunch of stuff. I could, what I like to do also, have this on the wall. Look, my hat's hanging up. It's not sitting on something. It's not in the way. It's on a wall, you know? Because if you didn't know this, all your walls, your door, your ceiling, those are metal on a cruise ship. So it works out well. You could use an old cruise card, but it has to be from that line because I had one from another cruise card and it didn't work. It didn't work. Use it. See, like I can't use this. I'd have to put up a steel thing, Marie. Yes, dear. To use them, but these hold like 60 pounds. And I'm just gonna warn you guys, if you're buying these and it's just to hold up a hat or something, get the 30-pound ones because these, Joe said, these will take the paint off your fridge. I know it doesn't weigh 60 pounds, but I thought if I was going to put a bag on it or something, we'll see how that works. You know, I don't know. We're going to see how it works. So I got these, but I had to cut up a bunch of eyeglass clean cloths so I could slide them apart. Otherwise, it wasn't happening because they weren't moving. But those are one of the best buys to get because I think they're like, I don't know, like $7, $8, $9. And it's easier. I'm not carrying a toothpick, man. I'm not going to carry a toothpick. Where am I going to get a toothpick from? I mean, I guess I could bring them. Okay. How many people we got in here? I don't know. Hang on, I gotta look. We have 81. Okay, when we get to 100, if we get to 100, we'll do the next 5 membership giveaways. Okay. Next thing I bring. My advice. I don't think people think about this sometimes. When I go on a cruise ship, I like to play games. Even the small hooks are a pain in the ass to get off the wall in the cabin. Nothing like fighting with the hook. Yeah, Joe just, you know, he just leaves them. Clearly. Anyway, one of the things I do like to bring when I go on vacation or to the beach or anything like that is like games, just to spend some time and relax. I don't know why, it just feels. So we bring cards. Now, if you forget your cards, here's a tip. So we play playing cards. Now, these playing cards we got, honestly, from the cruise ship. Because we forgot them. And then I said, Joe, you know what we should do? Is we went down to the casino when it was open, go to the cashier cage, and ask them if they have any playing cards for sale. And they usually will. And they'll charge you like a nominal fee. These were $2 a deck. They'll just charge them to your sign and sale card, your sale and sign card and stuff. They'll charge them to your room. And you can get some of them. These do not have, they're not, you know, logoed with MSC or anything like that, but they are nice cards. They are punched, you know, and as I mean punched, there is a hole in them because they're real playing cards that were used on the boat. And therefore they know that you can't, like, in case like somebody wants to be sly and throw an ace up their sleeve, you can't. They'll be like, But these are great. We bring multiple decks in case we want to play blackjack with a bunch of friends or whatever. It's good for solitaire, all of that stuff. But it's a cheap thing, takes up very little space in your luggage. And then the next thing we like to bring. What am I eating? Did I order lunch or breakfast or brunch? I am just eating some cabanossi that we got from the market yesterday. The Polish market with some mustard. And I have a little drink, that's it. It's a little warm out, so I don't want to eat too heavy. Another thing I have to bring, this is just in a little Clinique bag, makeup thing, is dice. Okay. Now, Joe and I and Josh all have our special dice. We have dice that we like, okay? In fact, am I missing one? Oh, no, it's inside. So everybody has their own sets of dice, okay? And when we play, oh, no, I can't lose that one. I don't know where it went. Oh, no. No. Tragedy. Anyway, we like to play games. Loaded dice, right? We like to play different games. Everybody knows the game Yahtzee. We will play Yahtzee. We will also play a game called Farkle. Does anybody know that game? Anybody know the game Farkle? If you do, let me know. Yeah, we'll play that game as well. And it's a lot of fun. And I play Yahtzee on your tablet all the time. Yeah, well, this one I actually have had to make. I don't have Yahtzee sheets, so I actually have to make it up. And I actually have done that. Like, just get a notepad and make up the Yahtzee thing. How I remember everything. Hi, Adriana. Hey, Fox. How I remember it, I don't know. I honestly have not a clue how I remembered to play Yahtzee. Like, what are all the things? That you can also bring any kind of board games, but that gets a little hard. Sometimes a lot of cruise ships will have an area, hey Christopher, that has board games, so you can seek that out. I mean, lots of little things like that. So I like to bring things that are like, you can get a miniature mahjong set if you really want to, but I like to bring things that I can do. If you like to color, bring some pencils and a coloring book, I guess. I don't know, but I like to do things that are more tactile and not electronic, because while I'm at home, I'm doing everything electronic, like on a tablet, and I would prefer not to. Okay. These come in very handy. A little travel of antiseptic wipes, antibacterial wipes. You're going on a cruise Wednesday? Ooh, what are you packing? Tell us, tell us, tell us. Robert, are you serious? Printable sheets as PDF. Oh my God. I like that, Robert. Yes, thank you. Submarinos like to play backgammon. You could bring a mini backgammon set. You like to shake it up and be tactile. It is, for me, when I go on a vacation, I want something tactile. Like, I brought that every single time we go to the beach. These things work great. When we go in the cabin is clean. They do clean the cabin very good. I've not walked into a cabin and it's been a mess. I've heard horror stories, but we've been lucky. So, but one of the things I like to do is bring this, because I like to wipe the phone down, the remote down, things like that down, just surfaces. I'm not crazy, okay? But sometimes it's nice. And it's like, I don't like, I know people are gonna say, oh, use the Clorox ones. I don't want to use the Clorox ones, okay? I'm afraid the bleach is going to get on my black clothes and it's going to be a mess. So I use these. Okay, enough said. Next thing. I haven't tried this, but I have run into the issue. On a cruise ship, you cannot bring a steamer nor an iron. You're going on the Venezia, Toss? Oh my God. I'm so excited because that's what I'm going on in 2 weeks. Today is my check-in day. Yeah, Uncle Noro's no good, right? Now, there are hand washing stations everywhere. Guys, wash your hands. They give you a place to do it. Okay, 8 days. I have a 9-day, and I'm going to Grand Turk, San Juan, St. Thomas. So, on all cruise ships, you can no longer bring an iron or a steamer, okay? That's a little bit of a problem. I know some people say, hang your clothes and let them steam in the bathroom. No. Or give them to the people, they'll press them. No. So you're not going to get an ironing board. You're not going to have an iron. That is not something they have. So one of the things I'm going to do is I do iron my clothes before I pack it. But, oh, we got 6 more people to get in here before I can give memberships away. They still get wrinkled because I have to roll stuff tightly. And as I don't really have a weight limit because I am sailing out of my own port, I'm packing my suitcase tight. It's tight. So you can bring a curling iron or a flat iron, but that's not going to do anything for your clothes, really. If you've ever tried it, girls, I have, trying to iron your clothes with a flat iron, mamma mia, we need peace of mind. We can't deal with that. So everybody has said to bring an instant static remover and wrinkle releaser. So I'm going to try this so that I do hang all my clothes up for the most part, except for like, you know, cotton little things like a t-shirts and stuff. But this might be good. Oh, cool. Thank you, Robert. Send it to me on Facebook. I'm going to try it. I like Bounce. They said this was one of the best ones. I like the nozzle. It's not going to be leaking all over my shit. But, yeah. We're going to try this and see if this works. This is one of the hacks that I'm going to try and use. I don't know why it does it, Lori. Electric kettles have, anything electric, like as an appliance, has been banned. Like anything that's going to be heat inducing. Okay, if you want to have hot water, you can go get it. I would suggest bringing a Yeti thermos or something. This is one of the things I have now. This is just for my coffees and stuff. I will be bringing this on the cruise. Because, oh, I got it, Robert. Because the cruise drink package is way too expensive for me. I am not that bougie of a bitch. But I can't afford $650 for a 9-day cruise. Just for drinks. But you can go get hot water. They have hot water available all the time. So you can go get it and bring it back, okay, to your cruise room. Your, you know. Otherwise, you can't heat the water in your own room. You can also ask for it to be delivered. They do have room service. Depending on what level you are and what's included in whatever package you purchased, you can have that delivered to your room. There usually is no charge. You may get a flat charge for anything you order, and usually you can order whatever you want. And they deliver it for like, I don't know, sometimes it's a $5 or $10 fee. You can take a 30-day cruise. Oh, those are good ports. Half Moon Cay, Nassau, Grand Turk, Turks and Caicos. Yes. I've been to Half Moon Cay, or Half Moon Cay, however they want to say it. And I've been to Nassau, both of those. So, suggestion, bring this. Or a big one. I have a couple of them. I'm going to be bringing them because we may want that later. My cruise is in 2 weeks. Today is check-in for me. So, okay, so we talked about the wrinkle releaser. Another thing that I like to bring to keep my stuff organized. I'm going to show you guys. So when you're going to go on, after you check in, actually I have some here that I can show you. I'm going to tell my sister she doesn't have to grab these. I got to take these out because these are old. You're going to have luggage tags, even if you are not checking your bag, okay? Even if you're not giving these to the porters, I'm going to tell you, put these on your bags, because if you go there and they say, oh, I'm going to have to take your bag, you know what I mean? You want something on your bag that says it's your bag. You can always take this and tape it to your luggage, okay? These are what they are. You have to print these off, and then you can tape it to your luggage. Tip, don't do that. Don't do it, because this is gonna fall off. It's literally gonna fall off. What it's gonna tell you, your cabin number and your deck number, okay? It's gonna tell them where to deliver your luggage, okay? This is what happens when you get to port. The people at port are gonna possibly take your luggage because you don't wanna carry it on. I carry my stuff on. That's my tip. But how many we got in here? Oh, 100. We're giving away another memberships. Membership gifting coming in now, hot and heavy. 5 more memberships just going out. Let's see who got them. Sabby, you got one, and Claire, Carrie, what a retirement gift. Hey, Marge B got one, and Julie B, awesome. You guys are amazing. I'm so glad you guys got those. I love it when longtime viewers have done it. Yes. So some people don't want to carry their stuff, and they give them to the porters. The porters do not work for the cruise lines, folks, okay? FYI. Put one tag in the bag and one on the outside. Yeah, you can put one in the bag and one on the outside, but I'm telling you right now, the porters do not work for the cruise line. They work for the port. So if something happens to your bag, you can't really blame the cruise line. If it's to deal with the porters, you got to figure out what happened. So what I do, I don't tape them. I buy these plastic clear things. Okay, they have a little screw. You screw them on nice and tight. They're not going to come off. It's zip locked. So if it falls into the water, if your luggage falls in the water, and that does happen. It does happen. People's luggage goes in the water. Just saying. This won't get all wet and they won't be able to see it. But every bag, even if it's your backpack, stick it on every bag, okay? I don't care what bag it is, just stick it on there, because those are the bags, all right? Now, you can get these online incredibly cheap. I got them on Amazon. They have all different colorly lubies here. Look at, everyone's got a different color, so everybody knows whose is whose, I guess. I don't know why. But I have like 6 of them. I'll give my sister one of them or whatever she needs to like use, and then we'll just take it back. But these are amazing to use. Use these, okay? And my tip is walk your luggage on. You don't need to be there at 11 o'clock or 12 o'clock, okay? If your time to get on the ship, if you get there around, I'm going to say, if you get there at noon, you're on the ship before 1, usually you're able to get to your rooms, okay? Because sometimes people get on the ship so damn early because, I don't know, they just want to get on the ship. And then they're waiting to get on the ship, and then they're waiting to go to their room because the rooms aren't ready. They still got to clean them all. People just got off the ship at 8 a.m. By that time, you know what I mean? Give them a moment. Really, give them a moment. Okay. Other things I like to bring. Because I can't drink a lot of different things, and sometimes I want to have a nice little you know, flavored beverage. And you can always get, you know, vodka and tequila, but sometimes you want flavor with that. And I can't have their syrups. How do you get the tags with your room number? Do they mail them to you? No, they actually will send you a PDF. You download all of your information, your boarding pass, everything, online. You can download the PDFs. Now, I don't have a printer at home because where am I putting it? And do I really want to buy ink and paper for the minimum amount that I print? I don't. So I actually download the PDF. I go to like a local print shop. I pay like $3 and they print all of my stuff in quadruple. You're welcome, Carrie. And then you'll have these with them. The luggage tags will be available there. And you can print as many copies as you want. Last year went on Royal Caribbean Symphony of the Seas. How was that? I've never been on Royal Caribbean yet. It'll be on my list. So like I said, I want a little flavor sometimes when I'm out on a cruise ship, and I get these. Like these little, they have lots of different kind of brands. These are one of my favorites. The little Skittles. These are little flavor packets. They are sugar-free. And you just dump it in the water. Or whatever, you know what I mean? Like if you get soda water, you can dump them in there too. And they flavor it, okay? They work really great. They're relatively cheap. These are good. So I love those because I am, like I said, diabetic. Guys, other thing, sunscreen, After Sun. This is my favorite brand, Sun Bum. Why? We all want to smell like a coconut. Oh, it smells so wonderful. Yeah, you can print them. I go to a printer. I go to a printer that's just down the street. A guy who, like, you know, one of those mailbox places. That's what I do. Because I'm not dealing with the printer, and then the printer doesn't print it right, and, you know, I don't know, prints half of it, and then it ran out of ink. I can't deal with that. It makes me insane. The other thing, this was the best thing ever. This thing I would not go on a cruise without is this. Okay. It's basically an organizer. Has lots of little pockets, different sizes, things like that. You can get a couple of them if you really need it, but it keeps stuff organized. So what do I put in this? You know what I put in this? I put these in here. Look at, that's perfect. That's what I put in there. I put that in there. You know what else I put in here? This. And this usually hangs relatively close to the door. What is this? Oh, that's my cleaner for that. You could put this in there, okay? You could literally put this in here too. All your little stuff. Throw your cards in there, okay? It's all there and you can see it. Look, perfect. These are gonna be on the wall, so they're not gonna be in there. But that's what I use it for. Sometimes it's for other little snack bars. Sometimes I make it into a snack thing. So I'll have all my stuff up here, my snack bars, maybe some nuts, maybe some candy, all of that hanging up. It makes it so much easier. And you know what the best part is? It just rolls up totally flat. You could even load it up and then roll it and then pack it. Okay, super easy. No, you get a little bitty dresser. You get actually a closet. It all depends on what your room's like. You'll probably have a closet, okay? You have a closet with hanging stuff and shelves. You may have some drawers in that closet, but you're not gonna have what you have at home. So you have to think, like for me, having this all on a countertop, no. I can't do that because then I feel like I don't have enough space around me. So I like to make sure that all of the all these little things like this are organized where I can grab it. And I wouldn't want to put all of that stuff in a drawer because then I'm fumbling around in a drawer. So that's why I like the organizer like that. In the drawer, I like to have it very simple. I might put my electronics in there, jewelry, things like that that I want to have away. Another thing, and now I got to ask my sister if she has a pair. Josh actually just got me another pair, which is funny because I swear to God, I just bought these online. Okay. What are these funny looking things? These are water socks. Okay. Water socks. One of the things I'm paranoid about is falling, hurting myself, things like that. Also, when you're walking on some beaches, these are nice to have because when you walk out in the sand, it's not always a nice sandy bottom. Also, there could be things in the water. It's like a dorm organizer, right? There could be things in the water. Hi, Pat. And the things that are in the water you don't want to be stepping on, like a sea urchin. Or, you know, it could be shells. Things like that you don't want to step on. You literally, there could be like jellyfish that have washed up on the shore and they're on the sand. And you could be stepping on their stingers. Or, exactly, Timothy, jellyfish. Or the sand is incredibly hot. This will protect your feet. You know, like we went last year to Glass Beach, which was in Bermuda. Beautiful, but it's full of glass. A lot of it's been smoothed over, but it's still glass, okay? So I bought these black ones online, just got them in. I did not have these on the last couple of cruises, and I wanted them. That was one thing that I made sure to add this time. And then the funny thing is, Josh has been doing a project, and he's been using these for the soles, and then he just picked me up a pair too. They were like, honestly, $4.99. These were $5, okay? And he bought them at some whatever store around here. The water shoes, amazing. Also, they have Orabata gold, right? You can wear old sneakers too, but the problem is sometimes those aren't as conducive. Like I would even wear these on the pool deck because sometimes I feel like walking along the edge of the pool can get a little slippery. But you don't want to wear your regular shoes that you can't, like your sandals, because you can't take them in the pool. So these work out really good because you can wear them in the pool, everything like that, on the deck, you know. Yeah, you could also use your tech sandals, but wearing those in the pool too, they become heavy and waterlogged, you know what I mean? I've done it, but I prefer not to because I like them and I don't want them to smell funky. You know what I mean? I don't want them to smell funky. These, I could care less, they're $5. Yeah, sneakers get squishy and weighted down. These are just water shoes, little cushion, nice grippy sole. Anyway, that's what I like to bring. Things I also pack, I pack a medical kit, guys. We pack a little first aid kit, and it's beyond a first aid kit. Things I put in the first aid kit, of course, are everything for the first aid, like bandages, Neosporin, all that stuff. Ace bandages, you know, tape, scissors, that stuff. But also things you need to probably bring all of your medication, of course, in your carry-on. Do not pack it. Put it in your carry-on. But bring aspirin. Bring Advil if you need it. Motrin. All of those little things, bring it. Bring Benadryl. Okay? And then some people say it's Benadryl and something else in case you have an allergic reaction to something. You don't know what's going to happen, but bring things that you would possibly need, like if you need Claritin, if you need any of that stuff, anything possible that you could possibly need that would cost not very much here, but on a cruise ship, it's gonna cost a ton. It just is. I can't explain it. If you need Benadryl or something like that, they're probably going to charge you $40 or $50. Yeah, we'll be able to perform surgery. You bring it, okay? You bring Alka-Seltzer. You bring all of the stuff that you would possibly, just small little portions of it. Bring your nausea medicine if you think you're going to need it. I have bands, and then I also have like nausea medicine, just in case. Because you don't want to not have it. You know what I mean? You want to be able to have it and go to it, put it in the organizer. It's all there. You don't have to worry about it. Sometimes you're going to get a blister. You don't want to have to go searching for a Band-Aid. Dramamine, thank you. You don't want to have to search for that, okay? Much easier if you have it stored up there and it's fine. Because and nobody wants to feel like, oh my God, I'm having an allergy attack because I'm someplace because the trees are different. Oh my God, you know, I got stung by a bee. Oh my God, I use it. Yeah, tweezers, nail clippers, all of that stuff, bring. Yeah, just bring everything. Bring stuff like that. And it's in a little bag and you just stick it somewhere and it's fine. You got it. And if you don't have it, here's a tip. Go on your cruise ships. Usually there's a Facebook group for every cruise sailing. If there is, go on that if you have the ability in Wi-Fi and see if somebody has it. They might say, yeah, I have it. And then you guys can, I don't know, get it from them. You'll be amazed at how friendly people are on cruises. All of a sudden people go on a cruise and they realize, well, I'm with these mofos for 7, 8, 9 days. We got to get along. Let's get along. Last thing. Oh, here's the thing I bring too. I've talked about this. This is for my girls and for the guys. Body Glide. You know when you wear those sandals, like the little thong sandals, and you get that chafage in between your toes? Yeah, ginger is also good. It's ginger and something else. I'll have to look it up, but there's another thing that you usually don't use for it, and they say that that is one of the best things to use is ginger and something else. But this will help you for all of your chafage needs. You get a little, like if you're wearing your shoes and you're getting a little bit there, like you're, you know, you can tell like, you know, it starts to hurt. Put this on. If you have a shoe that rubs in the wrong spot on the back of your heel, by your toe, across the bridge of your foot, if you got some big thighs, this is the best. It literally, look, you can't see nothing, but they put a little bit of a barrier. It is the best stuff. I love it. It comes in different kinds, different formulas, but this is the one I use all the time. Need it. Put that all over your body. You won't get chafed. I swear to God. You can buy it in a pharmacy store. You can buy it. They have all different brands now, but I use the Body Glide one. Target sells it. Walmart sells it. They may sell it in a smaller container. I personally buy them online at Amazon because I get a pack of 2 for like, I don't know. It's like $10 or something. Depends what their sales are. You know, like I said, all depends. All depends. This one's got, I don't know why this one has stuff all over it. Hang on. I want to clean that. Eek. Eek. Okay. One thing I also bring is SPF for my lips. Hi, Daniela. I have so many of these, and it's specifically for your lips, okay? Because you'd be surprised at how your lips will get burned down in the Caribbean. It won't even be sunny, and you could get burned. So protect your lips. Nothing like a bunch of lips that are burned. Okay, and this one, this is the last thing we'll talk about. Okay. They're gonna say, don't bring a towel. Listen, I bring towels. And I will bring, oh, thank you so much, Diana Lee, for the £5 super chat. That was so kind of you. Oh, wait. I gotta go grab the horn. I totally forgot. Hang on. Let's go get it. I'm in the apartment. I can get the horn. I was so worried about getting everything for the live, for everything we're going to talk about, that I forgot the horn. So, here we go. Here's the horn. Thank you so much, Diana Lee, for your £5 super chat. You are amazing, my friend. Okay, so this is the thing. These are like Turkish cotton towels. Okay, super thin, very absorbent, lightweight. But you know what the great thing is about them? You can use them as a wrap very easily, and they look nice. They look elevated. You know, Joe loves it when I bring these. I have 4 of these, and I bring 2 at least with us. You know, nice little fringe. You can get these online. A lot of places carry them. You don't have to spend a ton of money. I actually got these from Temu. You know, before Temu became like, oh my God, we have to pay a ton of tariffs. But I got these from Temu, and these are great. The Turkish cotton towels, because they're thin. You roll this up when you're going off the ship, okay? And you want to go to a local beach, take this with you instead of a big bulky towel. You know how those, and they dry quick. Yes, they dry so quick because they are cotton and stuff. They just, I don't know what it is. They're heavy, they're really tightly woven. They feel soft and stuff. I always will pack these. These are great for the beach. The sand doesn't, you know how you get those other towels and the sand's all stuck in it and it's funky? Not these. Love using them to cover my legs, light, and yes, it's totally light, right, Lori? It works phenomenally. I wasn't sure about this before, but I mean, look at how much smaller that is in comparison to those bulky ass towels. People buy those beach towels. You know those beach towels that are monstrous? Do you see how big this thing is? You can get these are big. They're long. And if you're a big girl, you can still tie this around you. You can't do that with those other towels. You can literally tie, look at. Do you see how wide? This is half the size. This is half the size. Do you see how wide that is? You know? And if you are a big girl and you don't want to tie it, guess what you can do? You get a little hair tie. You just do this. Oh, look at that. Look at that. There you go. There you go. Super, super easy. One of the best things I ever purchased, and they store perfectly too. So these are a must-have. That's my opinion on them. I don't care what other people say. They're a must-have. Sand gets everywhere. In fact, you want another one? Yeah, I got 4 of these. I bought these when we did van life, because I needed towels, but I needed them to dry fast. And I thought, we'll try them. So I got these, and they worked great. And yeah, I don't know. I can't say enough about them. Love them. And then also the last thing to do, bring a lot of sunglasses. I'm going to tell you guys, bring multiple pairs. Because what if you break one? You don't want to have to go buy a pair. I bring a couple pairs of regular peepers, and then I bring a number of pairs of sunglasses. Why? Because they're small. It's an accessory. I'll put them in my organizer and stuff, but you know, anyway, that's what I was going to tell you guys about. How about that? So what do you guys do? Do you guys have any tips that I should know about? Even though I'm not cruising, some of these tips were very valuable. Thank you. I know sand does get in your most inconvenient places for sure. Really does. We have the little cruise music going on over here. We do. This is some good cabanossi. I like it. But yeah, most of all, I do this stuff so when I'm on the ship, I can relax and enjoy. Sometimes it's those little things that make it so much better. Your shade organizer. Yeah. I ring cheap, not Ray-Bans. Yeah. I don't even have the Ray-Bans in here. I got to find them. I don't know where they are. These are my other ones. I never put them in the right ones. In fact, this is for the... Oh, no, this is for these. My Bottega Venetas. And then I have my Celine ones. I don't know. I got a lot of different glasses. What are my thoughts on Crocs versus Birkenstocks for cruise ships? I would go with Crocs because they're more grippy. I feel like Birkenstocks, I'm not a fan of them. Oh, I know. I hate when I lose stuff. Yes, Lori, absolutely. I agree with you. When you go on a cruise, do yourself a favor. Don't bring your expensive jewelry. Why? Because you need to show it off? Don't do it. Bring jewelry that you can wear all the time and goes with a lot of things. Now, if you want to bring some fun earrings, excuse me, go right ahead. You guys know me. I like to wear jewelry that's real, but I also, and that I can wear all the time in the water, things like that. It's not going to tarnish. These are very easy for me. Earrings that I suggest are ones that clip close, because they click close and they're not going to pop out. Circa's slippery. Yeah, they are. They're very slippery. You felt bad twice in Crocs. That's the reason why I got these, because I have, it can be Crocs, it could be my slides that are plastic Hokas. And the thing is, when your feet are wet and you put them in there, your feet are going to slide. So that's been my dilemma about the pool. So when your feet are wet and you got to put them in like those kind of slide sandals or even Crocs, your feet are going to slide because your feet are wet and stuff. So yeah, and your foot, what I mean by slide, it slides inside. Then it can go to the side, can go too far, can fall off. It's a thing. If you wear something like this, your foot is not going to slide. So that's one of the reasons I got these, because that was a big dilemma for me. Because I would get very paranoid around the pool and my sandals. I would like almost have to dry my feet really good before I put them on. Yes, the charm bracelet I got, super cute. I did put it together, put all my extra charms on it, so you guys will see it on the cruise. With other shoes you said with. Look, wish I had put them on my feet, but I can't anymore. I know. So that's why I'm saying, like I said, about these. Yeah. I get very paranoid around wet spaces, because there's stairs. You know what I mean? We don't want that to happen. You usually have to go up and down a couple of steps to get into, even if it's a waiting or like a, what do you call it, pool. You still have to go up and down a few steps. And to me, that's a little scary. If you guys have to bring ever, like I don't walk with a cane, but I'm going to tell you something. I bring it with me on every cruise. It's collapsible. Just in case you twist your ankle, your knee goes out, anything like that. So if you have a cane, or you've ever used a cane, or you had a knee injury, but now the knee injury doesn't bother you, like I still have like a knee that kind of gets a little swollen just because, bring it, because it can fall off flip-flops. I know, I can fall off flip-flops too. Bring it. I have a collapsible one. Throw it in your luggage. You know, I guess use it to get on board. They'll let you on board early if you got a cane, because they know that you got a cane. But I'm going to tell my sister, that's one thing I got to tell her. You better pack it. Or I find one here for her. I mean, you could have a bad back. Like suddenly your back goes out. Who knows? Maybe you twist because you decided to do the limbo. People do crazy shit on cruises. All of a sudden, they're 20 and they're 65. But they think they're 20. But anyway. All right, guys. I think that covers it. I hope you guys enjoyed. You're scooting your ass on board early. You do that. I'm going to go and do my check-in. One sneeze and there goes the back. Yeah. There you go. Anyway, I'm going to do my check-in. I'm going to put all this shit away. I am going to start filling up my organizer here. Because what I'll do is pre-cruise, I start putting stuff in it. Just so I can have all of my stuff together. Like, and I don't forget it. Because I'm not forgetting this. But this helps me remember what I need to pack. Now, it may not sit in here forever, but it helps me keep it organized that, okay, girl, you got that. Good girl. You got this. Good girl. You don't need to buy that anymore. You know what I mean? So if I put it in here, I know I got it. Look, I got my lotions. I put my other lotion in there. And then we'll be good, and I won't have to worry. So, you're a nervous wreck. You're not a nervous wreck. It's really easy. It's little things that you don't want to have to worry about, and it's just prep, and you can do it so far in advance. It's simple. You don't need to bring everything. You just need to bring the right things. You know? Just the right stuff. Anyway. Your organizer's a trash bag. Gonna hire me as your future packer. I'm a very good packer. I am a very good packer. Now, when I pack to leave, I can't say that. Sometimes I leave clothes behind. It's happened. Anyway, thank you guys for all your fun, your super chats. Enjoy the memberships, guys. Please stay cool out there. It's so damn humid. I wish it would just crack and rain. I don't like when it's 80% humidity. That's just not necessary. Anyway, love you guys. Thank you so much. And I'll see you next time.